Am I broadcasting? It's telling me my rotation is wrong. And I know one time it wouldn't broadcast. I don't know if this is going to work. This is going to be a real short one today. I have a ton of stuff to do. We're going to do this floating blocks quilt. And the pattern will be available Tuesday morning before my live. And it's available in 2 sizes. This one, I believe, is like 40. With the border, it's like 45, 50 inches long. I haven't measured it. And the other version is like 50 inches long without the border. So anyway, I'm going to just show you a little bit about the cutting today. This pattern takes 7 colorways and 3 in each colorway, dark, medium, and light. And all the pieces are cut the exact same size. There are templates included in the pattern. This is my messy worksheet. I'm cutting for the large one now, which means I will be cutting 3 3/4 inch strips by the width of the fabric. And on the cutting chart, like I said, this is my worksheet so that I make sure that the pattern is edited properly. But it will tell you, it posts the colors, and then it tells you how many strips by width of fabric you need to cut, then how many of the template shape triangle. It's not really a triangle because it's flat on top. But the small pattern has 3 paper templates. They're all exactly the same, but if you wear them out. And the large one has 2. And so what I found is I have the 60-degree triangle ruler, and it works perfect. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut this. This is my 3 3/4 inch strip. I folded it. This is as it came off the bolt. I'm going to fold it again. So I have 4 layers of fabric. Remember, when you're cutting for foundation piecing, you don't have to be real exact with your cutting. If I was cutting this to piece traditionally, I would never cut 4 layers of fabric. You'd be lucky to have me cut in 2. So anyway, I use a 60-degree triangle, and I line up my 4-inch line right here at the base. I want the top of my fabric to be squared off, so that this ruler extends about 1/4 inch past the edge, which is perfect. So I will cut, that's 4. Well, let me cut the other side. There's 4, and I only need 8 for this particular color. And just flip the ruler around. And there's my other 4 to make my 8. These are the light reds. And I check it off as I go on my work chart. So there's my 3 reds. My next color set is green. So I need 1 strip of the dark green. And we will be offering this as a kit. It will also be on the webpage Tuesday morning. And of course, this video on how to cut will be available. And Tuesday we will start making it. It's a real simple pattern to follow. The foundations have this is your color chart, and this is a backwards image of how it will finish. This is your working side. This tells you each color, but the foundation also has that printed in it. It has the piece number 1, and then number 2, what color it is, 3, 4, 5. You're just going to make rows of triangles and your background. Super, super simple. And then and it says on there, so A on this side to B on this side, and so forth. So it's just repetition. The only thing you have to pay attention to is your colors. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I need a 3 3/4 inch by width of fabric. And for the green, I need 10. So I'm going to fold this so that selvage is right next to the fold. Take my triangle, line up this 4-inch line right here. This is the 4-inch line. Whoops, right there's the 4-inch line all the way over to the left. And then I'm going to cut that way. It's best to turn it. And cut that off. So there's 4. And I'm going to flip my ruler, line up the 4-inch line across the top of the fabric. There's 8. I need 2 more, so I'll open this up. Line that 4-inch line up across the bottom. There's my 10. Put my dark green over here. I've just taken a piece of cardboard and covered it with a batting, or this is felt, I believe, just to keep the fabrics from sliding around. And then I can take it over and put it on the table next to the sewing machine, so I can, as I'm going, I can just grab whichever one it is that I need. And when I'm not working on it, I have a piece of large heavyweight paper that I just lay over it, and then if I have part of my quilt top done, I can fold it and put it on top so it all stays together. Then it slides on a tray under my cutting table where I keep my ongoing projects. So that way it's all organized so I can get to it. Okay, medium green is next. And it says to cut 1 strip. Um, 3 3/4 inches wide. The large quilt I'm making This time is made with the same colors as the one with the black background, but I'm making it a medium gray background. Okay, let's see. I think I can get 14 this way. Yeah. So again, I put my 4-inch mark along the bottom. There's 4. So I'm not going to hang on here too long. There's a lot of things going on around here today. But I just want to show you what we're going to be working on next week. And let you know that the patterns will be ready to order Tuesday morning. The patterns and the fabric kits. And then we can work together. There's 12. Open this up. Double layer. Put this on here. And there's my medium green. And I just check that off of my worksheet. And then the light green, I need 11. So that's just one strip. You can get 15 triangles out of one strip. Highly recommend the 60-degree ruler. And I'm almost out, but I am ordering more this next week, so we'll have them in stock if you need one. Okay, and I need 11. And if I'm not responding to your messages, it's because somehow, I don't know how settings get changed when I don't touch any, or don't think I touch anything, but it's in a foreign language that I cannot understand, so I apologize. 4 inches across the bottom. There's 8. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut through all 4 layers. That will give me 12. And put the extra one with the leftover fabrics, just in case. So there's my 11. And there's my greens. Hey, I'm down to the last color, pinks. I need 2 strips of the dark pink. Three and 3/4 inches by the width of fabric. And I'm thinking for the kits, we will have the strips cut for you for the kit. And if it's if it takes a full strip to get your triangles out of, we'll probably include an extra one. Haven't quite decided on that yet, but it's always nice to have a little extra fabric. Okay, so now we have 4 layers here, and I need 16. So I'm going to go down as far to the left. My 4-inch line is on the bottom. Cut that way. Cut that way. So there's 4. And it really doesn't take all that long. And you're cutting for a whole, this is a good sized quilt. If you wanted to make a bed size quilt, this will be a great center for like a queen. 4-inch line right there. Slide it slightly to the left. Okay, there's 12. One more cut. 4-inch. There's my 16 dark pinks. Put those over there and keep my extra. Mark that one off, and now I need a medium pink, 1 strip. Oh, and by the way, let me show you. I got the modern sampler blocks put together, the center, and I think it came out beautiful. Love those colors. So remember, don't look at my messy, messy room. We're still in the process of remodeling here. So I'm confined to a very limited space, and it's very messy and driving me crazy. Okay. 1 strip of medium pink. And I'm going to fold it over. So I have 4 layers of fabric. And see, I just put the selvage right close to the fold because we're going to cut that end off. 4 inches of the 4-inch line, even with the bottom of the fabric. So there's 4. Eight. My medium pinks. And the last one is our light pink. If you're just scrolling through and find this is easy piecings for leave-in foundations. Let me grab. This is the foundation for this big one. I don't know if you can see this very well. Maybe if I put it like this. The strips, each strip, like part A is, we've done it in halves, so it's not such a long, cumbersome strip. And you can make each strip separately, then sew them together. It shows you where. And you can do that all the way across so that it's not so cumbersome to work with. The smaller one, this is a smaller foundations. And there are 13 strips, lettered A through M. But you can see that each space is lettered, numbered for which piece it is and which fabric goes in there. And then all the ovals that you sew onto the blocks after it's all done are done on the foundation. I sewed them on. If you've done any of our Stars of the Family, you know how I do the center circles. I use the foundation, sew on the solid line to the right side of the fabrics, and then just clip the foundation in the middle of the circle and turn it inside out. I'll be demoing that next on Tuesday, more than likely, because it doesn't take much to show you how to put the whole thing together. So we will do that next week, next Tuesday. And remember, first of all, as I was talking to people who might be new here, these are leave-in foundations. You're going to sew to them just like traditional paper piecing, but you leave it in. So you use a regular stitch length, and you're just going to leave it in. You don't have to rip anything out, and it keeps your quilt nice and straight right through the quilting process. Okay, the last strip, we need eight of these also. So like I say, the cutting goes pretty darn fast on this. I had all my fabrics grouped together by color, dark, medium, light, and then I just went down in order on the cutting instructions as to how many of each one you need. And I got all the colors cut. I do have to go back and cut the background. But you do it the same way. And then the background strips on the pattern, I did not want to do. Originally, when I drew this, I had all triangles. So every strip was exactly the same. And then I thought, why do all these triangles for this long space? So that's done in just a single strip of fabric. So we'll show you how you do that. And we'll get sewing on Tuesday. So I hope you'll watch along. And like I said, all these videos, we do make them available so you can go back and look at them at any time. If you decide you want to make this 6 months down the road, the videos will still be there and you can check them out anytime. But this is a fun one to do. So, and I think one day it'll just probably be a one-day video to show you how to do it. So anyway, I think that's it. I hate to leave you guys so soon, but there are a lot of projects going on. We're trying to get as much remodeling done as we can while we got our workers. So I will let you all go. Hope you have a great weekend and get to stitch a little bit anyway, if not a whole lot. And we'll see you on Tuesday. Don't forget, Laura does her lives Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, 10 to noon Eastern Daylight Time. And I do mine on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from noon to 2 Pacific Daylight Time. So I hope you can catch one of us or both of us. We love having you here. Anyway, have a great weekend. Thanks. Bye-bye.